After having spent several hours off Deauville, the fleet of the 45th edition of La Solitaire du Figaro gets underway at lunchtime on Sunday. You're watching the Sailing Updates Destopnews. Welcome to the office. There is no gentle introduction to the first leg of the French classic. The 38 skippers are straight into the cut and thrust of the match. A 484 miles leg crisscrossing the channel to finish in Plymouth, which hosts the race for the first time. The race doesn't get off to the best start for two of the pre-race favorites. Jan Eliès and Charlie Darlin are both recalled after being over the start line too early. Jan, who is chasing a third consecutive solitaire victory, is in last place as the fleet rounds the Windward Buoy. Special flash on Tuesday afternoon, a devastating breaking news on the Solitaire du Figaro. At 1:18 p.m. and as he's leading the fleet, Jan Eliès, triple winner and early leader of this 45th edition, breaks his mast after rounding Wolf Rock Lighthouse. The skipper is safe, however, as he is very close to the rocks and the breeze is now blowing more than 20 knots with very rough sea. Jan has to let go of most of his rigging and starts the engine urgently. The solo sailor must now make his way to Falmouth alone, around 20 miles away. Until Wolf Rock, Eliès has had a strong start to leg one of La Solitaire du Figaro. Despite a terrible start, he manages to work his way up through the fleet to take the lead just after start point on Monday night. If Eliès can get the boat repaired in time, he will be able to rejoin the race in Plymouth at the start of leg 2. However, he will face a time penalty of 2 hours on top of the time accumulated by the last skipper to finish leg 1. Jan Eliès was just moving the weight inside the boat after the rounding of Wolf Rock Lighthouse when he heard a loud crack. The battle for Turkey's sailing supremacy is called the Bosphorus Cup. 3 days of intense competition sailed under challenging conditions. You're watching the Sailing Updates Destopnews. Welcome to the office. After an exciting race inside the Bosphorus Strait on Saturday, it is all about pure racing for the finals on Sunday. With forecast of 18 knots of breeze promising fast and furious conditions, the pre-race atmosphere on the dock is buzzing. As the first race held under much lighter breeze is coming to an end, the forecast is coming true. The best is left for the final race, with the wind picking up to 17 knots, with clear skies and warm weather, a picture-perfect conditions. The boat pick up on speed and the crews are hiking hard as the wind is increasing. Demanding roundings and tricky downwind legs are the challenge of the day, and the slicker crews have the obvious advantage. The fast and agile Melgas boats are the thrill seekers, with the boats flying on the water under the asymmetrical spinnaker. As the Bosphorus Cup comes to an end, many teams are already talking about next year and the 14th edition of an event which is growing in prestige and competitiveness. A near-perfect week for Jan Williams and Team JC Pindar following their victory in Germany. You're watching the Sailing Updates Destopnews. Welcome to the office. With a massive high-pressure weather system called Wolfgang, the first event of the World Batch Racing Tour is very challenging.
I can't think of any other regatta with any other race officer that you would get away with such difficult conditions.
From a sailing standpoint, it means that wind is in very short supply. However, the race committee manages to complete the schedule.
You know, he got through the program, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and just a one-race final at the end. But yeah, all the racing was fair, so I was happy.
In the Superlight Airs one-race final, the crew from Great Britain puts Australian skipper Keith Swinton under pressure during the pre-start.
Fortunately, we made a little bit of a mess of the ley line, and Ian did a really good job on just timing his run to the line.
The resulting penalty puts the Perth skipper on the back foot. The four-time world champion pays tribute to his team for squeezing every lost drop of speed out of the Bavaria 40.
Just a fantastic job by all of them, and we're super stoked to have won.
Victory in Germany represents the best possible start to the 37-year-old skipper goals to secure a 5th World Match Racing title.
It's obviously a good start. You know, we're on to Sweden next, and hopefully we can have a good one there.
Rendezvous next week, same time, same place. Until then, goodbye and fair sailing.